Hey there everyone, this is Melody from GodToYourBelly.com, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit tonight about the watermelon juice fast that I was on this week. Today is the final day, day 3, it's done, and I'm about to break my fast. But I'm going to take you back to show you what I went through. So I decided to do the watermelon juice fast because I wanted to reduce inflammation and really give my digestion a rest in a way that still kept me nourished and energized. Because in the past, when I've done water fast, I didn't feel as energized. I drank water and got all the benefits and everything, but I felt my energy waning. With the watermelon juice fast, then my energy was the same. I didn't feel that there was any difference in what I was doing. The only thing I noticed really is going to the bathroom to pee extra. Like, I normally go maybe 3 times for the day. I'm going like 6 times for the day. Between day 1 and day 2, I lost 3 pounds. Total lost as of this morning is 5 pounds. So that means on a 3-day water fast, I lost a little over 5 pounds. I haven't noticed any significant decrease in my pain level, but I noticed that my elbow is not as warm. So I know that something's working on the inside. I'm sure if I continue it longer, then I'll see more benefits. But I've done this in the past, and the fact that I do intermittent fasting, which I'll post about that another time. I've done the water fast and I've done the watermelon juice fast, along with eating healthy, eating mainly plant-based. I've reduced my rheumatoid factor, which is what they use to measure the level of inflammation in the body. I've reduced it from 55 to 21. So I know this is working. Starting tomorrow, I'll be doing 1 meal a day, and that's going to be, I don't know, maybe around 12 noon, which is, right in the middle. And then I'll be fasting for the other hours of the day because I want my body to rest as much as possible. And not only that, but use the energy that it has to regenerate cells and heal and get rid of inflammation. So I'll let you know how that goes. So day 1, I did have a craving when I made dinner and I was sharing the dinner, and then after I gave everybody their food, my daughter was like, "Mom, this tastes good." I'm like, "Oh, I wish I could have some," but I didn't. So that was day 1. Day 2, I noticed that the weight loss and the bowel movement was starting to have a reddish color. But the bowel movement never stopped. Day 3, it was full on red. Smaller amounts and red. And my pee frequency was the same. Since I started to fast, it went from maybe 2-3 times a day to like 6 times a day. But I feel nourished, I feel good, my energy hasn't waned. I don't feel tired and fatigued like when I'm on a water fast, and I haven't gotten dizzy. When I did, the goal was to do a 7-day water fast the last time I did it. I only made it to 4 days because on the 4th day I got a little dizzy. But now that I know more, I've done some more research, I know what to do. On Sunday, we got 2 giant watermelons. And then I juiced it in preparation for the week. And this is how I did it. This is what the watermelon juice looks like after it's been sitting in the fridge overnight. It settles and separates, so you can see the middle area has more water, and then the very bottom is where all the watermelon pulpness is. And all I do is I mix it up. It smells amazing. On Monday, I decided to eat some watermelon for the first day. Just have that be the meal for the day. Just unjuiced watermelon. And I had that. On Tuesday, I decided I'm just gonna drink the juice for the rest of the time because it's faster. When you have the fruit, you're sitting there and you're chewing like a large plate, just constantly. And oftentimes in the morning, I need just a few minutes to grab something, and then I hit the ground running with work. So the first day it was nice and refreshing and distracting, and it elevated me and all that good stuff. Juicing was the fastest. Still got all the goodness from it, the smell and everything, but it was just like done in a few minutes. So that worked for me. You would think that if you are not eating any solid foods for 3 days that your bowel movements would stop. No, sorry, Bob. Mine continued. Even day 3, there was stuff still coming out. That means there's a lot in there. If there's 3 days of no solid food and there's still stuff coming out, there's a lot in there. But the watermelon didn't have any kind of colon cleansing effects that you could visually see. Bowel movements were just normal. It's just that I was wanting you to know that even though you're not eating solid food, stuff that's in there is still coming out. And it's only when you're doing the fast for longer than 7 days, then after a while, you may not see evidence of the normal bowel movement. You'll see something less, maybe more liquidy or sludgy, because there's no solid food. But it takes time to get to that point because your intestines are pretty long and they hold stuff. That's why it's so good to do a colon cleansing a couple times a year, like a good deep colon cleansing. So right now, I am here ready to break the fast, and I decided to go very light. I have heard of people who, when they're coming off a fast, they're in such a hurry to eat all the things that they thought they were missing because they saw the fasting as depriving themselves of something, versus they get to have their body release energy to heal and to do other things, and they get to have some delicious juice, or they get to have some refreshing water. It's like how you perceive it. So these people decide to break the fast. This one guy by eating raw eggs. Of course, he threw up like ugh. Another person jumped and had like steak and potatoes and all the things that they were missing. Of course, they got sick as well. So I have never been cray-cray when it comes to breaking my fast, because I understand that my stomach only had watermelon juice for 3 days, nothing else. nothing else. And so I have vegetable broth, some kale, and some carrots, and I seasoned it with some fresh garlic, and I put a little ginger in there, salt and pepper, a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder. And that's how I'm breaking my fast. Something light, refreshing. Very easy to make. It took like 2 seconds because I really didn't cook down the vegetables until they're mushed. There's some crunch, nice big garlic flavor. And that's another thing. When you're coming off a fast, let me see. When you're coming off a fast, the flavors of things are bigger because you haven't had the taste of a particular thing for the past how many days. So I'm going to continue nibbling on this and winding down for the day with my candle and just ease into preparing to go to bed. I'm going to put the recipe for this light broth in the description on the YouTube channel and on the Facebook group. Try it. It's very simple. It's very easy. It's delicious. If you have any questions about watermelon juice fast, water fast, intermittent fasting, whatever it is, post in the comments. I'll be happy to respond with all the information I know, and also direct you to some other resources that can help you to make a decision. Do not try any of this unless you have spoken to your doctor, because fasting is not for everyone. I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just me on my journey to biohacking food for better health. All right? Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.